Hi there, Virgos. Welcome to your love reading for the month of August. All right, let's see what's going on, Virgos. Because I feel like there's somebody here who keeps lying to you about their intentions. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, yeah, Five of Swords. They tried to lie to you. They tried to be sneaky with you. They tried to pull a fast one on you. But look, they they were left wanting. Alrighty, they did not succeed on their mission. Their mission failed. This is you here, okay? You're this person holding these swords here, okay? Masculine, female, it doesn't matter. The point is that your energy is here. It is present. You hold the swords. You hold the keys here to your own mental clarity. They do not. They failed. They tried to wield the sword upon you and they failed. Oh yeah, Queen of Cups. Whoa, Queen of Cups. Whoa, what am I saying here? I can't even talk. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Queen of Cups. The emotional intelligence here with this person, they didn't have any. Okay, you have the emotional intelligence that you need in order to be successful, in order to succeed. Okay, there's a sense of pride here that you have within yourself when it comes to all the battles that you've already had to wield the sword for. And now your time of rest and recovery is here. Okay, you've already done the work. Alrighty, you don't need to do anything else here. Okay, when it comes to emotionally supporting this individual. Alrighty, you've already won your trophy, you won your award. Okay, yeah, judgment here. Judgment has already been passed. Alrighty. So as shitty as it is when somebody betrays your trust and when somebody tries to take advantage of you, the card of judgment is always an indicator that they can try to pull a fast one on you, but they can't succeed no matter how hard they try. I feel like you've already won such a major victory here, and the angel with their trumpet here is singing proudly for all to hear. It's like you know you're the winner here in this situation because they tried to make your relationship with them a competition of like who loves the other person more. That's really sick and twisted. Like you guys should love each other the same, right? Like it shouldn't be a competition, right? And I feel like you were in love with this person, but they always were trying to play games like mind games. Yeah, the world card here. They were trying to undermine your value, undermine your worth, undermine your gifts, undermine your talents. They were trying to devalue as much as they humanly possibly could. They spent all their energy and time trying to bring you down to their like sub level here, but you rose above. Okay, and you're flying high in the sky. Okay, she is sitting pretty here. Alrighty, she's floating in the sky. Like she doesn't need somebody telling her what to do or how to interpret her own gifts or trust her own intuition here. Okay, you've got your spirit guides by yourself. You've got, the eagle, the lion, the bull, and then you have like your guardian angel up here. Okay, so there's no need for this person to constantly try to undermine you or belittle you for staying in your own empowered state here. Okay, temperance. Yeah, again, there's like a lot of a lot of guardian angels have got your back when it comes to this relationship with this person because they constantly tried to find ways to hurt you or to humiliate you, and you kept taking that toxic like poison. I feel like they were giving you a cup of poison. It wasn't a cup of blessings, of love, of light. It was a cup of just toxic masculine energy, and you took it and you transformed it. You're the alchemist. You transformed it into something pure, into something actual drinkable, like drinkable water. Okay, I'm getting like drinkable water. Like the water that they were trying to feed you was toxic. It was making you sick. It was making you vomit. It was giving you headaches. It was giving you a sore throat. Like your eyes were probably irritated from their energy, from their what they were giving to you. It was just pure poison, and you were turning the poison into the cure. Yeah, yeah. Like like a vaccine, right? A vaccine, you have to kind of be like injected with the virus first, right? And then you have to have these antibodies that have to fight off the infection. And I'm getting that you're like fighting off the infection of this person. Like this person infected your mind, they infected your soul, they infected your spirit. They tried to poison you against yourself, okay? But you won in the end. The divine masculine, divine feminine energy that resides within us all, okay? It's not, oh, there's a man like who identifies as a male, like he's divine. Like, no, he's probably swine. All right. I'm getting like throwing pearls to swine. They don't they don't know what to do with these pearls, with these thoughts, with these ideas, with these gifts, with these pure items of perfection. Okay. They don't know what to do with you. Okay. Virgo, so they have to turn you against yourself. They have to try to poison your mind, try to gaslight you, try to body shame you, try to make you feel smaller and weaker than they are because they come from wealth and money and power. Well, the joke's on them. Okay, you have the emotional intelligence here that you need to thrive, that you have to live, to give to yourself here. Okay, I'm also getting like a meeting of the minds here. Okay, there's other individuals out there like you, Virgos, that understand you, that understand what you've been through, and want you to feel happy, want you to feel loved, want you to feel secure. They know that you've been through a rough journey. They know you've also won and deserved the rewards. Yes, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. They know that you like charged into battle. I feel like you're a leader, okay, Virgos, you are. You're a natural born leader, okay? You charge ahead. You might not hear that enough, Virgos, okay, but you are. Okay, you're surrounded by narcissists every single day, Virgos. You probably know at least, I can think of at least 3 Virgos energies that I'm picking up right now that are major narcissists that try to undermine you, okay, try to make you feel poor, try to make you feel weak, and that's not what your life is. You are this merchant here, okay? You are this entrepreneur here. You are this businessman, businesswoman. You are this business individual that is has an entrepreneurial spirit. So you charge in to battle. You fight for what you know you deserve. You win. You crusade. You persevere. Okay. I know what like media society says. I'm always getting these updates and news articles, about just really horrible events. And I'm just like, I'm just blocking it all out. Like, I don't need to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. If that's somebody else's excuse for acting pathetic and acting like a loser, that's their choice. I choose not to act pathetic and like a loser, right? So, Virgo, you don't need to let the outside influences of the world affect your inner world. This is a card of inner world, inner mind. I'm getting like sanctuary here. Okay, this is your sanctuary. This is your place of peace, of love, of hope. And you're willing to go to war and defend it no matter what, regardless. You're also very generous, okay? You know how to balance the scales so that everyone gets a fair share, that everyone is valued. To think about the group as a whole. Sometimes, you put everyone else's needs above your own. Okay, I am picking up on that, but let's see what we can do about that. Oh, yeah, Five of Cups. The reason for this is because you were a scapegoat. You were the black sheep of the family, okay? I feel like you've battled with depression, you've battled with being the outsider, and you didn't use it and turn it into a weapon to hurt other people. Okay, you don't go around pointing saying I'm a victim, I'm a victim. V for 5, V for victim. Like, you're not a victim, okay? You're a survivor here. And yes, there are going to be guys gonna be like, oh, you think you're a survivor? Oh, you think you're so cool? It's, yeah, you're like, no shit, I'm cool. I survived your BS for 10 years, okay? I survived your BS, alrighty? And there's a lot of guys out there. I'm getting like the number 3 is very significant, okay? 3 plus 2 is 5. I feel like you, right? Me, myself, and I, right? I feel like you know that the divine resides within you. You can tap into this anytime you want. You get your spiritual downloads, you get your spiritual messages. Also, I feel like, there's a black cloak here of invisibility, okay? I feel like some people treat you like you're invisible. It's like, maybe I don't want to be seen by you because you're a dang fool and I don't want to attract your bad energy. You know what I'm saying? They try to use your shield against you, okay? And I also feel like there's a lot of guys out there that are having mental breakdowns, that are having mental episodes, and they don't seek help. They don't seek counseling. They don't seek advice. They don't seek higher conscious. They don't want to get better. They want to get worse. They want to drink. They want to turn toward alcohol, drugs, sex addiction. Joke's on them. That's all going to backfire on them, right? but you are saying goodbye to that. Yeah, Page of Swords, you're saying goodbye. You're like, excuse me, you're trying to come into my life? No, I think I'm going to get my sword out. I'm going to get my shotgun out, right? And then they say, oh, you're crazy because you're defending yourself. Yeah, defending myself makes me crazy. Right. Okay, Virgo. Like, you know what I'm saying, Virgos? You're like, since when is defending yourself an act of treason against, the toxic masculine energies that exist in the world? Okay, it's not. It's really not. So I feel like the more you advance in your life, the stronger you get, the more empowered you get, the wiser you become over time. This isn't to say you were stupid and naive and ignorant and you deserve bad luck, you deserve bad things to happen to you. You absolutely do not deserve that, Virgo. I don't know who's telling you that. I'm getting messages that like somebody's trying to paint a bad image of you, trying to say you deserve bad things. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this person says you don't deserve money, you don't deserve happiness, you don't deserve a new car, you don't deserve a new house, you don't deserve finer things in life, you don't deserve to go shopping, you don't deserve to get a nice meal, you don't deserve to drink wine every now and then. You know why they don't think you deserve these things? It's because they know deep down inside that they don't deserve it. And so they try to take from you. Still, they try to do one over on you. Still, they try to play games with you. Still, they try to act petty with you. Yeah, this person is very petty. Eight of Pentacles. You're over here, hard at work, working on your legacy, working on your life, building your craft, doing your thing, and they come along and say, oh, you know what, maybe I should just, maybe I should just skim a little bit off the top. Maybe I should just take a little portion of Virgo's happiness, a little portion of what Virgo makes because I'm entitled to it, because I deserve it. When in fact, Virgo, they didn't work to get what you did. They don't do the same job as you, Virgo. Okay, you actually take care of people. You take care of lives. You take care of yourself. You are the leader here. Okay, you are the chosen one here. I'm getting your chosen one. Yeah, they try to say that, they're going to vote you out because you're the weak link. I'm getting like maybe as a child you experienced bullying. I feel like you were also told like you were ugly or you weren't good enough. It's like, I'm in sixth grade. I don't need some sixth grader, high school or whatever, even in college. I don't need some guy telling me I'm not good enough. Like, what the heck? Like, where do they get off, really? It's just to boost their ego. It's just to boost their ego. It's just so they can feel better about themselves because deep down inside they know they're insecure. Okay, they're insecure. That's them projecting their insecurities onto you. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. They talk about how much work they have to do, how much this they have to do, how much that they have to do. Really, they don't have anything to do. Really, they don't got nothing to do. Okay, but they make up excuses. Okay, they love making excuses. Oh, I deserve to just, spend money on random shit that's not going to benefit anybody. That's just going to benefit me. I can be secretive. I can be a liar. I can be manipulative. It's like, yeah, you know how to juggle being a liar and being manipulative. Do you know how to juggle anything else? No, you don't. You're a dang fool. So this Two of Pentacles is saying to you, like, you have infinite abundance here. You have infinite strength. You have infinite wisdom here. Okay, you might be small, but you are mighty. Okay, regardless of what they think. Your ships are coming in. Yeah, I'm getting your ships are coming in. Nine of Pentacles. Your ships are coming in to take you on a best new adventure of your life. You're rising above. Okay, I'm getting Empress, Goddess, Duchess, Queen. Okay, boss energy, CEO. You're elevating here. You're getting a rise. You're getting a raise, right? You're rising up. Okay, all your seeds have been planted, and now they are growing. They are blossoming. I'm getting like sunflowers. You have a beautiful garden. You have a beautiful harvest. You have a beautiful family. You love that you are not going to just settle for anybody. I'm also getting like single ladies, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you enjoy being single. You don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want a man. You don't need a man. They also try to use like today, yeah, Seven of Swords. They try to use, how easy it is these days to go online and look for, some action, right, or whatever. They try to use that as like a strategy to like hurt you and say, oh, I don't need to treat you with any respect, Virgo, because I can just go online and get some action. It's like, I'm not looking for action. I'm not looking for disrespect. I'm not looking for anything to do with you, in fact, okay? Like, I'm looking for the real deal here. I want to be in love. I want to be feeling the love. I want to be respected. I want to be treated the way I know I deserve to be. This Seven of Swords is like, they try and act a certain way because deep down inside they know that they messed up. They fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Six of Cups, Four of Cups. These cards keep showing up together. Yeah, it's because these are two very opposites, right? This one is a card of a guy who's not willing to put in the work. He's not willing to invest emotionally. He's not emotionally available. He's not. He's a disadvantage. He's like he's disrupted. Okay, his brain development is severely disrupted. Okay, he has some growth when it comes to loving a person and caring for a person and really truly understanding who they are. Okay. Yeah, Six of Cups. You don't need to worry. You're gonna meet your person. They're playful. They're fun. They're energetic. They want to go out and laugh with you, play in the sun. Just have a great, awesome time all together. They don't need to hurt you to feel better about themselves. That's a bully. Okay, the person is a bully. Yeah, Emperor and Two of Swords. Yeah, you got to say no to the bullies. Okay, you have to, please, because they're not worth your time or energy. Guys who try to bring women down are not worth your time or energy. The Emperor is like, that is a big no. That is a big fail. A guy who's always needs to have one up on you, like say some insulting shit to you, and then he's like, and then they're all like, I didn't know it was me. It's like, yeah, now write those checks, sweetie. That's what I thought. Like, this person tries to play games and tries to act like a dang fool, okay? But you're not about that life, okay? Yeah, Four of Wands. Yeah, Three of Cups. There's somebody here that doesn't want you to have fun, doesn't want you to celebrate, doesn't think you deserve any respect, doesn't think you deserve any emotional stability in your life. That is so far from the truth. You absolutely do deserve that, Virgos. Four of Wands, yeah. Regardless of what they think, you're out having fun, you're celebrating, you're living your life, you're enjoying nice meals, you are, feeling better about yourself, you're practicing self-love, self-care, you're getting places of rest and restoration here. I'm getting rejuvenation here, renewal, rebirth here. It's a time of celebration here. You're feeling better about yourself. You're happier than ever you were before. Now that you broke up with this person, yeah, you broke up with them big time. You took your family and you left. You were like, I'm taking my stuff and I'm packing my bags and I'm headed out. I'm heading out west. Like, you're a pioneer too when it comes to love and relationships, because nobody in your family ever loved the way you did or do, Virgo. Okay, you love hard and you love fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give a relationship your all. When you feel those sparks are flying, then you go full in. Now, of course, you're gonna get, some people are gonna be rejection all about that. Some people are gonna be just caught off guard by that, but you don't care. You're pioneering, you're moving forward, you're the first one in your family to keep going forward and pushing forward. Yep, the sun energy. Yeah, this is your destiny. You were born to do this. Even as a child, you were like, I know exactly what I'm going to have when I grow up, and I'm never going to stop till I have it. And that's the sun energy. That's that energy of never giving up. The sun come up tomorrow, right? Like that from that Annie, Broadway musical Annie. Okay, she was an orphan. I also feel like you have like this like this energy that, like, yeah, technically you have a mom and dad. Okay, how else did we all get here? But you don't have like a mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a mushy gushy, like, love, kind, fun mom and dad that take you shopping. I also feel like your mom and dad probably didn't treat you right when you were a kid. So now it's like that more playful, fun, energetic side to yourself is like, now you're allowed to be like that, because when you were a kid, it was like you weren't allowed to be creative. You weren't allowed to be artistic. You weren't to love yourself. Okay, that's what made you choose these dumbass players out there. It had nothing to do with the fact that, like, you didn't know any better or whatever. It had to do with the fact that you were taught at a very young age that you had to act a certain way. Okay, and you knew that there was something off about that. You always felt, your intuition was always like, there's something off about that, but you still, like, felt that you had to do a certain thing because your parents told you to. You still had to act a certain way because your parents told you to. Okay, and this made you feel like naive and stupid because that's what guys told you were. They were like, you're naive and stupid for ever thinking I could ever love you or anyone could ever be with you, right? But that's so far from the truth. Okay, the thing is, you know better. You know better to treat people with respect. You know better to treat people with love and kindness, and they don't know better. That's the thing. So don't feel bad about loving somebody. Don't feel bad about being kind to somebody. Don't feel bad about giving a relationship your all. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay? But then there comes a time and a point, Eight of Wands here, there comes a message here, a lot of messages actually, a lot of signs from the universe actually. The number 8 is very significant. Infinite signs, infinite messages, okay? That this relationship is not meant to be. Okay, you're not meant to be with this person that betrays you, that backstabs you. I feel like somebody tries to put you in a cage, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they try to allure you, okay, into being in a relationship with them because they're also like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm so higher consciousness. I'm so intuitive, blah, 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 blah. And you get to know them and you're like, you're really not. You're really lacking here. Okay, you're coming up short here. Okay, so be wise, listen to those messages. 8 of Wands. Yeah, sometimes you needed to block out those energies. Block out those people that are telling you you don't deserve love. You don't deserve to find happiness. You get to you get to protect your own heart. You get to tell yourself what you deserve. No one else. Look, there's the full energy. I knew I was picking up on this full energy. Yeah, I mean, ideally, you want to explore. You want to go on an adventure. You want to have fun. How are you going to be able to do that if you're held back by a fool? Like an actual fool, like somebody who does foolish foolish ass things. There we go. That's a tongue twister. Okay, fool ass things. Okay, they don't leave enough money in the gas tank. They don't leave enough money for food. They don't leave enough money for any of the necessities. They don't budget correctly. They spend money on foolish ass things, drugs, alcohol. They do not take anything seriously. They do not take life seriously. Okay, you take life seriously. That's why you get to go on the adventures. You get to go explore. You get to have loyalty. You get to have trust. You get to do good things. You get to have good things come back to you because you're willing to embrace and love life at its fullest. But you're also not going to just throw away your life and just waste it away doing foolish things. That's a difference. Okay, that's the difference between a fool and a foolish ass person. Okay, that's dumb AF. Yeah, the devil and 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the devil wants you to know that, you know, it's okay to have fire and passion and creativity and, you know, chemistry and all of those fun, wonderful things, even be a little bit, you know, on the dangerous side, you know, live a little bit, right? Devil on your shoulder that's like, oh, take a chance, take a risk, right? It's okay to a certain degree, right? You don't want to take things too far, okay? But you also don't want to go so slow that you're not enjoying the beauty of the universe, the wonders of the universe, like all life has to offer you. And you definitely deserve to find happiness. You definitely deserve to find your person. You definitely deserve to be in love and experience that. It's a beautiful thing. But the 3 of Wands is telling me that just be cautious and be careful with who you trust with your intimate life, with your intimate details, because there's a lot of guys out there that want to try to use you deserving of pleasure and passion against you to make you feel like they use slut shaming, whore, all those bad words. Okay, they try to use those things against you when it's like, yeah, but you're the one online doing things you know are not okay, and you're the one who's doing this and you're the one who's doing that, but somehow it's my fault, right? That's not the case. That's not the truth. You know the truth. Yeah, you know the truth here. 3 of Swords. You know that betrayal, heartache, that comes with a cost. If you do somebody dirty and you try to make up excuses for it instead of just acknowledging, like, okay, I hurt my person's feelings, I need to apologize for that. I need to show I'm sincere. I need to show an apology. Like, I can't just keep hurting this person over and over again. They're not going to accept that. They're not going to accept me. That's not true love. That's hate. That's hurtful. That's evil. That's the opposite of love, right? So that person needs to learn that lesson because they can't, you know, they can't have it both ways. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Empress. I feel like you and your person are going to respect each other, love each other. They treat you like an empress, a goddess. They know you're a loving, nurturing woman. Maybe you're a mother. They know you have children. They respect that about you. They know you're creative. They know you're ambitious. I'm getting like Aphrodite, Venus. Like, they know you're a goddess, okay? They know you're a badass woman, and they respect you. Okay, and you don't need to worry about them being foolish with money, you know, not even bothering to fill up the gas tank, not even bothering to ever go get groceries or even toilet paper. Like, they're not irresponsible. They're not reckless with your heart, okay? They worship you, they love you, they adore you, they want you to be successful, they know how to be successful. You can learn things from each other, and it's a beautiful mutual respective relationship, and it is coming in for you for the month of August, Virgo. All right, that's all I have for you. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.